just about set to go now. And our pitcher tonight, Douglas Williams.
And a guy like this is going to keep you in the ball game. He's going to go out there, compete. Not going to see a whole lot of flair and flash, but he's going to hand it over to the bullpen at some point. And if you've been able to score a few runs, you'll be in it late. So we'll see if he's able to do that for his club in this one.
Okay, all set to go. And now the shortstop, Zach Neto. And a foul ball.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
1-1-1-1.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Hampson on the
He's
first.
out.
One up, one down. And next for LA, Josue De Paula. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. So in now for the Angels, Nolan Shanuel. And that one is lifted in the air. Crow Armstrong should have it.
Hit me. Two.
Snags it for the second out. Here's Nolan Gorman. Gorman batting in the cleanup spot. A former first-round pick back in 2018. Looked like it was a little bit up. DePaula off of first with two away. Runner takes off. Hits in for a strike. Throws. Save. That's a stolen base.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game one. So that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
Gets a piece and stays alive. The pitch. That misses, and it's 2-2. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game one of this 3-game set. That just misses, and it's a full count.
I think he wanted that call on the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed, so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And a swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. And next is the designated hitter, Douglas Williams. He's a major topic of conversation, a rare two-way player at the big league level. It's pretty early on in his major league career, but it's driving a lot of excitement around the game.
Yeah, Boog, hard to not get excited about a player with this much athleticism, this much talent. Just such a rare thing in baseball.
1-1.
And you know, just about every front office is watching him and dreaming of having their own guy like him in the organization. This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ball 2.
And now 2-2. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Noda going back. This one's going to carry, and it's gone. That'll fire up the dugout. His 13th home run of the season, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here at Wrigley Field, new inning getting started. Here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. William back to work. Breaking ball through there for a strike. O'Hoppe went deep in his most recent game. Center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. And there's one away. Now the left fielder, Dominic Canzone. Just missed. One out, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. That misses the zone, and a count 2-1.
We got 2 balls.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Up the middle, and it's caught for the out. Ryan Noda, the next to hit for the Angels. And first offering is fouled off. Noda matched a homer in his last game. 2 outs. Swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Back up the middle and a base hit. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. That one's in there. 0-1.
Relay.
They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he
oh, now this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. Tying run is in to score from second. O'Neill whips it back in. And the go-ahead run stops at third base. So digging in, Zach Neto. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 1.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
2 outs, 2 in scoring position here at the top of the second. And that drops in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup ball right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
The 3-1. And they're all loaded up.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
The count in the box now. Takes strike 1. Grisham, the runner at third. Lugo at second. Neto at first. 2 out of the inning. Grounds one to short. Rolls across the diamond. That ends the inning. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. That's the third. Shaw fires over to first. And a quick out, number 1. Here's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman. Struck out swinging his first time. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Tied up here in the early going. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Now 1
ball,
miss.
2 strikes.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And now it's even up. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Go Hoppy in the box now. No balls and a strike. Fouled off left side. Ground ball right side. And that's foul. 2 down, nobody on. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field. Pretty well struck back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. A laser to left. Home run number 10 of the year. And they grab the lead. It's 2-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
And that one fouled off. Next pitch misses, and the count is 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Goes down looking. So they pick up a run of the solo shot and take the lead. We head down to the home. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Douglas Williams.
I just love watching Alcantara get ready for games, Boog. He turns into a different person, just usually cracking jokes and having a good time. But start days are a different story. That's when things get serious for this guy.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And ball one. Liner, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field. It doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. Oh, that hit him. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. That one got him pretty good, but perhaps the silver lining is that it got him in his non-throwing arm, Chris.
Yeah, assuming there's nothing broken in there. I think
Pickoff moved to second, and he's just back in. Oh, close play. Williams, the lead runner out at second. Busch at first with no outs. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. His 12th of the season, and they lead it. It's 4-2. Listen to these fans.
this place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
On to the fourth. Going down for the Angels, Ryan Noda.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Nope.
Off the mark there. Ball one.
Counts
Noda
1-0.
goes 6'1", 31 years old. Usually a first baseman. Today he starts in right. Hampson. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. Now here's Trent Grisham. That one finds the zone. Going
Ball
one.
one's the
Not a
count.
lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in LA called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just pops off the table at the last moment.
Oh, he blocked it. Angels held in check. Ball
Ball
one there.
one, no strikes.
Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Lifted in the air, right center field. Grisham trying to get there. Makes the grab, and there's two gone. And we're back. We go to the top of the fifth. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Zach Neto. William back to work. High in the air, out to right. Casey on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. So up next, Josue DePaula.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first
1-0.
pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Yeah, that's fouled off. One down, base is empty. Off the plate
Inside,
inside,
ball
and it's 2-1. On the ground to third, Shaw. Slinging it to
Got it.
first in time.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but
No,
they
inside.
should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
2 outs.
He's been going
That's
after
ball
these
two.
guys consistently, and as a result, he's
2-0.
been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Yeah, that's
That's
a little
ball
bit
three.
high. 3 balls, no strikes. That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap
0-1.
will produce a 2-out RBI, and
That's
those
a ball.
are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next
Ball
offering is down low. And the count is
2
2-2.
balls, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. No runs on no hit. Top 6. Here's the Angels catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. Outside low. And that is ball 1.
You know, these Angels, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and That's fine if you're having a lot of success, but at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
Crow Armstrong makes the play, and there's one down. And here is Dominic Canzone. And that one fouled off. Next pitch is outside. And strike two.
One ball.
The Angels down by a pair over the top half of the sixth. And that one ripped to left. And foul ball. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He crushes that one to center field. It's 4-3.
He got on plane with that high fastball, and look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Base is empty, one away. And now the right fielder, Ryan Noda, on the ground. Throws to first in time.
Well, nice job by the shortstop to field that on the backhand and gather himself, get his feet underneath him. He had a long throw, but he knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure the grip, and finish the throw.
2 outs.
Ball, that's out.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And there's a ball.
2-2 the count.
And they'll do it again.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And that one almost got him. Fights it off. You'll see another. And he walked him. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat. New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Andrew Walters.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game. Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Noda makes the catch, inning over. Base is empty with 2 away. Douglas Williams, the next Cub to hit. He's already homered here in this one. That one in triple digits. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. First and second, 2 outs. Matthew Lugo, the next to hit. This one in the air. Real Muto should have this one. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs get the series opener here at home. Williams was tremendous at the plate in this ball game and did well on the mound too.
Boog, he was okay on the hill, but I'm really impressed by how he was hitting. He was a driving force for their offense.
One down. So up now for Chicago, Douglas Williams. Williams launched a homer in his most recent game. Singer in his 9th season, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Runner on the move. Strike in there. Throw to second.
Ow! Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make...
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
So, runner at second, 2 down. And here's the first baseman, Michael Bush. The 1-2.
2 balls, 2
Squirts
strikes.
away a little bit. Chop to third. Daly on the run, throw to first. Nicely done for the out. Cubs leave one. We played an inning, no score. Two outs, a couple of base runners at first and second. That's in there. That's strike one.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Two on, 2 outs.
Ball.
This one in the dirt, but no advance from the runners. The 1-2. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. That's the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the DH for the Cubs, Douglas Williams. Singer back to work. Inside.
Ball one.
Grounded to Gorman. In plenty of time to first. One away, bottom of the 6th. 1 down. And up next for Chicago, Douglas Williams. 1 for 3. And fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. Fought off foul.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Crutch, left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. His second homer of this series. It's 2-1. These fans are really excited right now.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
So 2 down. Dominic Canzone, the next to hit for the Angels. The Halos down to their final strike. Rips that one to right.
Got it. Ball.
He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs have the first 2 games of this series. Williams had a great showing in the win. Had a pair of hits, one of them a homer. Douglas Williams. Williams with a homer in his last game.
0-1.
And the lefty with the 0-1. Torres over at first with one away.
One ball, two strikes.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Quick feed to second for one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, that was clearly a double play ball, but the bobble unfortunately prevented him from being able to get two. But a good job to stay with it and make sure you got at least one.
It bounces and he takes off for second. Snaps it to first and barely back in on a dive. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the third and final game of the series. On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. And that is out of play. The 0-1. Left field. Kenzone gets there. He's under it. He's got it. And that ends the inning. Runner at first with no outs here. On the ground, right side. And that's a fair ball. And he can't come up with it. Now second and third and nobody out. Now at the plate, Michael Bush. Here's a high chopper. Tosses to first, and that is a big first out. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time. One down, runner at third. Here's Tyler O'Neill. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, this came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. At the belt and fires. Swing and a ground ball. Base hit and a run comes in.
That's a good job right there. Get 2 strikes out, you just got to battle.
First and second, 2 outs. Now it's the second baseman, Matthew Lugo. Here's a 1-2. On the ground to third, Williams. Whips it to first. That's the third out. Angels strand a couple. They're down here. Bottom of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Douglas Williams. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Swings and chases a low one there.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Kenzone sizes this one up, and there's one down. So back to the top of the order. Lincoln Daly, the next to hit for the Angels. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Cubs finish off a 3-game sweep here in front of the home crowd. Williams did okay for them in this one.
Oh, Boog, not great, not terrible, just kind of an
Douglas Williams is on a tear so far this season, leading his team in home runs. This newly crowned fan favorite ready to dazzle today. It's the Chicago Cubs. So 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Douglas Williams. Singing, even casual fans have heard this guy's name. Of course, he's the rare major leaguer who both pitches and hits. I mean, you're talking about a rarity both historically and in the modern game.
Yeah, and you don't have to be Babe Ruth or Shohei Ohtani for this to be impressive. He's proved his tremendous talent by taking the two-way role this far.
And there's a strike on the outside corner. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 on the way. Popped up. Sanoha. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Christopher Morel digs in now. On the ground. In time to Bush. And there's 2 away. And takes low for ball 1. Torres, the runner at first with 2 gone. Pitch in the dirt.
No strike.
It's 2-0.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory.
And he's got it in right field for the 3rd out, so leave 1, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. McGreevy back to work. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
You know, these Cubs putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And there's a ball. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. And it drops in. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Runner.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Throw. Save.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're at the top of the 5th. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Oh, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
And that'll load the bases. Here's JT Realmuto.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Line drive. Drops into the glove. Runner tagging from 3rd. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 5-1.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
Williams stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Morel sizing this one up and makes the play, and that's out number 3. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. There's a strike. And fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. High fly ball out towards left field. That's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Wow, that one almost got out of here. I know the wind's blowing out to left, but man, that almost pushed it over the fence. I bet hitters are trying to get the ball up in the air and hit it that direction.
Nice rip, kid.
Swing and a base hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away. Here's Tyler O'Neill. The Cubbies down to their final strike. Got it! And that's the ball game. William played okay, but not well enough to boost them to a win. Win 1 for 5. One down. Douglas William, the next Cub to hit. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
Oh, you got
This one smoked. Could be trouble. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat.
And that one gets away at the plate. William leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Thought about third there, but throws on the brakes. 2 away now. Here's Tyler O'Neill. In the air, left field. Isbell moving under it and makes the grab. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the DH for the Cubs, Douglas William. And that's downstairs and outside. William, in his 3rd season, 24 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And that one hammered. That's back there.
Go!
And caught on the warning track.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
This one in the air. Paredes makes the catch for the out.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Next pitch misses, and the count is 2-0.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes, no free passes. You can't allow that.
Hey, nice rip!
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Michael Bush. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. In the dirt. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal the base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Got him looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. So up now for Chicago, Tyler O'Neill. That one ripped.
Get up, get up.
Isbell ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags at second.
Good pitch. You just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
So a runner at third, 2 outs. JT Realmuto, the next Cub to hit. Karinchak is just one strike away. And there's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And next for the Cubs, Matt Shaw. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and it drops in.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. That line drive isn't going to light up StatCast or anything like that, but it gets the job done. And he just kind of caught it on a weird spot of the bat, but he didn't get cheated with the strike.
Got it in, and that's the ball game. Williams with a solid contribution, even despite the loss.
Well, definitely a strong game at the plate, and it's safe to say he made a difference for him. They didn't get the win, but they'll take.
Douglas Williams, a right. And up next for Chicago, Douglas Williams.
Nice rip, big dog.
And there's a base hit to right field. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out. Michael Bush, the next Cub to hit. On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it. We go to the bottom of the first. And now the DH, Luis Rengifo. And a base hit up the middle. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now it's Kyle Isbell, the pitch. And there's a base hit to the left. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And that is out of play. The 0-1 just missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Hampson, the full second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
That one fouled off. And that drops in for a strike. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the third and final game of the series. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. And that's way high. Ball 2.
2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Pro Armstrong makes the grab. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Bryce Eldridge. On the ground at third. In time to push. 1 up, 1 down. And up next for St. Louis, Christopher Morel. That one finds the zone.
No ball.
Strike
one.
1.
Strike.
Morel matched a homer in his last game. And a big swing and a miss.
0-2.
And that's
That's
downstairs. 1 and 2 the count.
1-2.
Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that one hit to first. He'll do it himself. And that quickly 2 away. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Leo DeVries. The shortstop takes the ball. Inside corner, that's a strike. And it's 1 and 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Clips the corner, and the count 1-2.
2 strike.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that's too high. Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. So they make short work of him there. End of 2 here at Busch Stadium. No score. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the second baseman, Javier Sanoja. William back to work. Breaking ball through there for a strike. On its way to the corner. And a foul ball. 0-2 now. Struck him out looking. So digging in, Adam Hackenberg. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll touch them all. And they jump out front. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, dude. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Great defense. At the plate now. That's ball 1. So 2 balls and no strikes, William. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Now up for St. Louis, Kyle Isbell.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
He swings and fouls one off. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
No, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Bounce to the right side. Throws to first in time. And a quick out, number 1. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. There's the strike of the knees.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
That one's in there. 0-2. That one missed.
1-2.
Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a ball lifted left field. O'Neill pulls it in for the out. And there's one away. Next to hit, Isaac Paredes. And that's in there for strike 1. Paredes, a former All-Star, 29 years old. He's been scoring a lot of runs lately. He scored 9 times in the last 10 games. 1 out, base is empty. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
No, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
There's a swing and a drop. That's back there. That's long gone. He flexes his power with that swing. His second home run of the series. And they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
At the plate, Christopher Morel. And that's counted away. And that's off the inside edge. And now 2-0. Ripped on the ground to second. In time to Bush. And that ends the inning. And we're back. And now the shortstop, Leo DeVries. Line drive, base hit. And it gets by him. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
The next offering misses. And it's a ball and a strike. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. Line drive, puts it away for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. On the ground to the left. Shaw slinging it to first in time. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. Squirts away a little bit. To third. Tag. Got him. They don't come much. Man at first, one away.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. That one ripped right center field. That's back. Tattooed and gone. He made him pay for that one. And we're all square. It's 2-2.
With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Bottom of the 6th. And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Luis Rengifo.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
You know, these Cards, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. They've found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Misses inside.
2-1.
Now 2 balls and a strike. Next offering is fouled back.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Almost a coin flip for the umpire in that call, but
new pitcher for the Cardinals, Ben Brown.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
William in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Outside low. And the count now 2-0.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
3-0.
Michael Busch in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That clips the corner.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Looking to get the tying run on base. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. This could end it.
Get up,
Lifted to left, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cardinals finish off a 3-game sweep here in front of the home crowd. Williams with an excellent game at the plate for them and a nice job pitching too.
And when he puts
Douglas Williams with a remarkable season so far, leading his team in runs batted in. Can he deliver at the plate again today? It's the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch coming your way next. Douglas Williams, the next Cub to hit. Williams
That's a
went
ball.
deep in his most recent game.
1-0. Hey ha!
Two
One
out,
ball, one
space is
strike.
empty. Next offering is fouled back.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning. And now the first baseman, Michael Busch. in the dirt. Moves first.
No, too late.
William leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Runner!
The kick in the pit. Runner goes. And that one handled to first. And that is the inning. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. And that one is lifted in the air. Dean under it. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down. Runners on the corners. No outs. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
It's 0-1.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Nice stop. Throws from his knees. There's one. And a run scores on the double play. Here's the third baseman. 1 down, base is empty. Oh, great stop. The throw. Nicely done for the out.
Man, he's getting really close to this thing right now. Only 4 outs left, but it's going to be tough to get.
And first offering is fouled off. He swings and fouls one off. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch. Runner at first with 2 away. Stone Garrett digging in for the Nationals. He's 1 out away from a no-hitter. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And there it is, a no-hitter.
Well, no-hitters are awesome, but there's something really fun and cool about a combined no-hitter. What a great day to be at the ballpark. This team got the W. That's what's most important.
First and second, no outs. James Wood digging in for the Nationals. Sack bunt towards third. William whips it across, and that is a big first out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Douglas William, the next to hit, takes outside. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is downstairs.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Two outs.
Hey!
Fly ball down the line. Wood on his way over. Nabs it, and that will end the inning. Scoreless after. That clips the corner.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And that one fouled off. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. And he boots it. Coming home. He'll score easily. Cut off, throw to third. Here's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Swinging a foul out of play. 2 on, 2 outs. Fouled off. He was late. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a foul ball.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Here's the 0-2. Here's the swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He circles the bases, and they tack on 3. It's 8-2.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to follow that type of approach.
Digging in, Douglas Williams. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Cubs, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-2.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
To the right side, Fitzgerald. Off balance speed, there's one. And that's all they'll get. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
And that's the second out of the inning on the force play. Down the third baseman, Douglas Williams. He's already homered in this game. Swinging a foul straight back. That one out to right, Garrett. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and the throw's offline, safe at third. Now it's the DH, Jose Tena. The Nationals down to their final strike. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Brady House digging in for the Nationals.
1-1.
To first, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Williams had a great showing in the win.
Well, we can't say enough about what he did.
So 2 down. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. On the ground to third. Off balance throw in time. Out number 3. Base is empty with 2 away. So up now for Chicago, Douglas Williams. Check swing to the first pitch. Look down to third. No swing. Yeah, that's fouled off. Williams with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in. That one outside.
That's a ball.
And the count 2-1.
Love seeing someone drive in a bunch of runs like he did, Boog. Doing that consistently lets your teammates know they can count on you to come through when the team needs it most.
That one ripped. That's back. To the warning track, makes the catch. So the Nats lineup turns over. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Young. On the ground, Williams. And there are 2 outs. Man at first, 1 away. Castillo with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. Fought off foul.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
There's 1, and that's 2.
He's out of there.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors. First and second, 2 outs. Thomas Sajazi digging in for the Nationals. In the air, left side. O'Neill settles underneath it. And that's the 3rd out. So they strand 1 out, base is empty. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Brings it in, and there's 2 down.
Great swing of the bat right there. Trying to get on as that go-ahead run. He just wasn't able to find a hole.
Runner, yes, yes.
He's trying for third. Swinging a ground ball, and no one can get there. The run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and they lead it in the 10th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Douglas Williams. Oh, this one's blasted. High and deep. It's out of play. Out of here. Ball game. The 2-run shot, and the Cubs walk it off in extra innings.
Extra innings, it seems like every guy is trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all heading
home. Williams had a sensational day. And your final score. Douglas Williams with a remarkable season so far. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Douglas Williams. Really interesting to see him continuing his career as a two-way player at the major league level. Definitely always a topic of conversation around the game.
Because it's so rare in baseball history, it gets people excited. He's a great athlete to be able to do this kind of thing.
Williams went deep in his most recent game. Oh, 0-2 now. That one missed.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. One out, base is full. And that one fouled off.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And a foul ball.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
The 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
That's towards center. Fairchild under it. And there are two down. Runners at the corners here. One away. Williams now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Swinging a foul straight back. Colas, the runner at third. Shaw at first. One gone. Outside.
One ball, one strike.
And it's a ball and a strike.
Could use a ground ball here. Up it in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Swings through that one out in front that
One
time.
ball,
Big
2 strike.
pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Look out!
Time.
And it
There
hit
you
him.
Thank you,
He
mate.
had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Michael Bush. Up the middle, McLean. The flip, 1 second, double play.
Got it.
What a twin killing, Dan. So, runner at second, 2 down. Christian Encarnacion Strand getting ready to hit. 1 strike away.
One.
Hard on the ground to first. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Williams had the kind of game you'd like to avoid.
This wasn't his finest hour, and he may be a little frustrated heading back.
Douglas Williams is getting ready. He not only brings him in, just about ready to roll here. And now here's the starter for the Cubs, Douglas Williams.
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
And that's down and away. That one finds the zone. It's 2-2.
Three and 2.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Number 85 in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. On the ground, could be 2. On to second, they get 1. Throw to first, but he beat it. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
The Reds signed Ellie in 28.
There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Real Mutual throws, not in time. It's a stolen base.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team. Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he uses it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Hampson on to first. That's the 3rd out. At the plate, Douglas Williams. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
0-1.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Fought off foul. 2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Next offering misses. 1-2 to count.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And it remains 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Smoked on the ground, a second. Whips it to first. And that is that. Here at Wrigley Field, 2nd inning set to go. And now the right fielder, Will Benson. Swing and a miss. There's the slider.
No ball.
And
1
it's
strike.
0-1. Swings through that one.
0-2.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That's down and in. A slider missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 1 out in the 2nd.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. 2 down, base is empty. Christian Encarnacion Strand digs in now, in there at the knees. 0-1. Hits the top of the zone at 98 for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Torres handles, fires over to first. And the Reds go 1-2-3. Back here at Wrigley Field, on to the 3rd inning. Here's the center fielder, Joe Adell. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Adell with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Got him. That K is his 3rd of of the game. Spencer Steer, the next to hit for the Reds. And it finds its way through for a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Now the number 2 hitter. And that's outside.
That's away.
And it's 1-0. And that is out of play.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And there's a ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And they're all loaded up.
No, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
In the air, left field, down the line. Foul ball. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Strike 2.
Well, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. He'll touch them all. And that's how they take the lead. It's 4-0.
He really needed that swing. He hasn't been getting a ton of results at the plate lately, so I'm sure that one felt especially good. One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam. And that could be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He seized the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
4 runs already in the frame here in the second game of the series. Next offering is downstairs.
So it's easy to be satisfied and get a little distracted after a grand slam, but there's still a lot of work in this inning to do, and you can really deliver a knockout blow.
On the ground, Torres. Throw to first in time.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Benson in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That's down and in.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Casey sizing this one up, and that's the 3rd out. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. And here's the catcher, Luis Campusano. First pitch misses.
Well, these Reds showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now. So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs, and hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Lifted in the air, right center field.
I got it.
Casey hauls it in, and there's one away. Christian Encarnacion Strand will hit next. That's in there, and that's strike 1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
1 out, base is empty. Goes down looking. Here's Joe Adele. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
In the dirt.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 outs. Right side. collected by Torres in plenty of time to first, third out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, and here's the DH for the Cubs, Douglas Williams. Louder back to work. That one ripped. Way back. It's a ball. He'll circle the bases, and they close the gap. It's 4-1.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. What I love about this swing is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create.
Ben Brown will take over here. He last pitched 2 days ago. Check swing of the first pitch. Looked down to third, and he held up. Swing and a ball ripped right field. And that one back, and that one is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they cut it to the lead. It's 5-3.
That's exactly what this crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. In the air, right field. Benson settles underneath it. Squeezes it. And that is the inning. And now Robert Hassel III. The Cubs down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game. Williams put together a great game at the plate, but had some struggles on the mound.
That was not a stellar pitching job, Boog. Some rough work out there in this one. I hope he's encouraged by the...
Douglas Williams. Fresh. And up next for Chicago, Douglas Williams. First offering. Runner goes. Pitch misses. Saved at second, and that was not close. Tying run and scoring position here in the third and final game of the series. Next offering is fouled back.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up. Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. One out, the runner at second here in the rubber match of this 3-game series.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a ball popped up. De La Cruz calls it in, 2 away.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Runner on at first with 1 gone. Michael Bush now at the plate. And the pitch. Runner on the go.
3 balls,
in the
no
dirt.
strike.
And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. Williams, the runner at second with 1 away. a base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Head first strike. Safe at the plate. It's 2-1.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Now around second, going for third. The relay, and he's out.
Really nice job of hitting right there, but you've got to be a better base runner than that and understand the situation. With nobody out, you've got to be able to shut it down, stay at second, keep yourself in scoring position instead of killing a potential rally.
Ground ball up the middle. Nice grab. Throws from his knees. And very nicely done for the out.
Great reaction there to get to the baseball, secure it, and then no time to get up and throw. Throws from one knee. That's a guy that's got a lot of confidence in his arm strength and accuracy.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Fernandez, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And there's a foul ball.
Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the ninth means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1.
Foul ball, and stays 0-2. Fernandez is just 1 strike away.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win move. They turned to him when they didn't have.
Douglas Williams, fresh off an incredible series and ready to go. Can he keep the good times going in this one? 1 down. Douglas Williams, the next come to hit. He's a major topic of conversation, the rare two-way player at the big league level. It's pretty early on in his major league career, but it's driving a lot of excitement around the game.
Yeah, Boog, hard to not get excited about a player with this much athleticism, this much talent. Just such a rare thing in baseball. And you know, just about every front office is watching him and dreaming of having their own guy like him in the organization.
And they're all loaded up.
Pitches down.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Here's Tyler O'Neill. On the ground to third, Arenado. Off balance feet, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. In the dirt, count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. Two outs. And that one is lifted in the air. Palacios. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Bottom of the first. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. Ground ball left side. Leaps and he's got it. Fires to first. And very nicely done for the out. One out, base is empty. Williams measures 6 feet even, hitting third in the lineup. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP.
Nope, that's a ball.
Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour on the gun. Back here at Dyken Park. Now, Jeremy Pena. On the ground to third. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Man at first, one away. And a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And it's caught for the out. Douglas Williams digs in now.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like
Muncy to Pena at second for one. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. Hits softly on the ground to third. Williams zips it to first. One up, one down.
that's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Douglas Williams, the next Cub to hit. Check swing, no appeal. With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the ninth. Tap foul at the plate. The tying run at the plate. Ball. Started to swing, held up. Tying run at the plate. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The 2-2 on the way. And that one in the air center field. Moniak has this one sized up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Michael Busch. Hit to right, and that should do it. He pulls it down, and the Astros take the series opener here at home. Williams had a rough go of it in the loss. So 2 down. So up now for Chicago, Douglas Williams. And first offering is fouled off. Now one
That's a ball.
miss.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. Now 1-2.
1
See
ball,
if you can go
2
upstairs
strike.
a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count
Ball.
1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Comes the 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Stays alive. And he grounds one to the right side. Moore sends it to first. Third out. And that ends. First and second. 2 outs. Here's Dylan Moore. And here it comes. In the air, left side. O'Neill gets under it. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. 1 out, base is empty. And that one fouled off. And he hits a ground ball right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Cubs doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice. So they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
And misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. We go to the 8th. Down the third baseman, Douglas Williams. Foul ball. That one pushed to the left and foul.
That's a ball.
That one is absolutely belted. That's going back. Back some more. This one's out of here. Into the archways. Kiss that ball goodbye. He'll circle the bases. Home run number 20 on the year. It's 4-0.
This pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Runner at first with 2 away. Douglas Williams, the next to hit. He's already homered in this game. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
1-1.
In the dirt. Torres off of first with 2 away. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And there's the ball. Hit on the ground to the right side. And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw. And that is that. 2 outs, nobody on. Digging in, Santiago Espinal.
2-2-2.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Everything came together for him. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
This could end it. That's the ball game. Williams had a solid game for them, a real contributor. Had only 1 hit, but made it count with a homer.
Well, every team in the league wants hitters who can consistently deliver.
One down. Douglas Williams, the next Cub to hit. Williams matched a homer in his last game.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. To third, Harris. To second, that's one. And that's two. Runners at first and second with one gone. There's the swing and a miss.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Williams checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And he held back, according to Ricky Halladay. 2 on, 1 out. Now a pop-up on the infield. And the infield fly is called. Williams went deep in his most recent game. That smash towards center. Calls it in, and there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Walner. And there's 2 away. New inning getting started. And now the DH, Douglas Williams. Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 1 down.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. He was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner. That's the win.
Got him, and that's the ball game. Williams had a pretty poor showing in this game despite the win.
Well, I don't want to pile on a player when he's down.